Let me record. Okay, Nico, you see why I was expecting a sell here, because this was a impulse, né? And this was a correction, and it gave us a double top where at a resistance zone and also at another resistance downtrend, and it gave us a breakout. So I was expecting it at least to come to this level.
Yeah, that was
to give us a double bottom before it can start shooting up. You were saying? Let me look on 1 hour. Okay, my internet connection is a bit slow now.
Yeah, Tsapo?
Yeah, Bo? Yes, I'm listening, Nico.
Yeah, it's breaking. It's breaking.
Let me see, my internet connection is a bit slow.
One good.
Yeah, Jaud.
Get it.
Was also another double. Yeah, Bo?
Okay. Yeah, you know what I was saying, ne?
Yeah.
On that page, the one that we are on, ne?
Yeah.
You see, we had a confirmation, ne? On one before 1 hour. Like it was supposed to. We had a trend breakout, ne?
Yeah.
But instead of it shooting down, it went up again. What's the cause? Was it news or what?
Yeah, here it was, for me, it was definitely the news that caused it to go up.
To buy, ne?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
For me, it was news. It was news because you can see like everything, even if, because, okay, my confirmation is that we're in a downtrend, ne? And
Yes.
we had this strong impulse candle. And this was
okay.
a confirmation, gave us a double top. It broke out, and the retest of this double top here. It was also another double top.
Oh, but it went down.
It went
a little
down,
bit, and then it should.
Yeah, but you see, it was also failing to cross here. But for me, I was expecting it to complete 90% at least to come to this level.
Okay. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Because once we have a breakout, we must know that it's a 90% rule.
Yes.
Yeah, especially after the retest.
Especially after the retest, and this retest was a double top. So we had a double top on 4 hour. We had a double. This is double top on 1 hour. You understand?
Okay.
Yes. So for me, that's why I was saying I was looking for a selling opportunities before we can start shooting up, because overall I'm looking for buying opportunities. But for me, I was expecting it to come to the 90% rule, so we can continue with the buying. But yeah, I think it was news that influenced it to buy,
to go up. Yes,
because you can see this was it was a retest. So for me, yeah, it was a confirmation that okay, we might go down, but then news kick. So now I think we will still have to wait and see if it will continue to this level first. If it will continue at least to this level, we have to see if it will go back down. Because I wanted at least if it can come here before I can start looking for buying opportunities. Because even you saw on DXY, we still looking for buying opportunities. So for me, I was expected to come down here before we can start looking for buying opportunities. Yeah, I would expect it to go down. We can start buying opportunities. Yeah. Okay. Which another pair we have to focus?
Okay.
Which another pair we need to do?
Let's do the chef or the GJ.
GJ. What do I have? GJ. Okay, GJ, you know. No, first we look on a bigger time frame. We look on a bigger time frame. So with GJ, I will wait for a good entry to swing trade GJ. That's what I have to say.
That's our target.
I will wait for a good entry, like a good one to swing trade GJ. You can see where the zone here, and it gave us a strong double bottom, and it started going up. So we have another level here, another level. It broke retest and we're still going up. So let's go on it quickly. But you know, I taught you like how GJ moves. I taught you like how GJ moves. So let's put
impulse correction.
Yeah, I taught you how
impulse
GJ
correction. That's easy. It moves like NASDAQ.
Yeah, GJ. Let me remove this one here.
Yeah, GJ moves like NASDAQ. Impulse correction, impulse correction.
We can see we have another level here. So what do we see? We have a double
top.
We have a double top. We have a double top. So with GJ, after it breaks a level, so if we have a resistance, if it breaks this one, it will give a correction. To break this one, correction, break that one, correction. That's how GJ, for me, like the way I was like testing it, that's how I saw it moving.
It moves like NASDAQ.
Yeah, so we can see from that's how I saw GJ moving. This is GJ for me move. So let's go on a daily. You can see like GJ after it breaks a level, impulse correction. So let's leave a daily. Your background, Nico. Maybe another level here. And this level here. So you see when it gets here, it rejects. So on a daily, I can say, wait, this correction. Remember on a weekly, we're in a double top. And also we see another double top. So this was the double top and here's the neckline. So let's avoid too much noise of candlestick rejection. So here is a neckline. Neckline of this double top here. Neckline of this double top. So for us to take an entry to say, okay, we're gonna continue with this at least to this level, we need to look first what's happening inside this correction for us to say, okay, we are safe to take the entry. We won't just take an entry not knowing what's happening inside correction. So let me move this one. But we can see on a daily, it's already breaking out of this correction. Let's go on a 4 hour. Wow. So this is a beautiful structure. So again, we have, so you can see how it was playing here. So here it formed a strong, this neckline here, it was a strong neckline. That is a strong neckline. So again, we have the same thing. We have another neckline here. Oh, this was a beautiful trade here. This was a beautiful, with another neckline here. So we can see from here where the impulse and it gave us a double top. It broke and retest. So now we're expecting it to continue to the downside. So our first take profit will be at this level here. Our first take profit will be at this level here. It will be here. And our second take profit, it will be here. Let me actually use this. So we expect it to come to this level. But now, what we can say, okay, we'll expect it to come, at least if it can come back to our resistance. If it can at least give us another push to the upside, if it can give us a push to the upside, if it can give a small push to the upside to this level. So you see, making this zone a resistance and breaking out of this supporting trend line and turning it a resisting supporting trend line and turning it into a resistance. So now we'll have a confluence here. We'll have a confluence. If we can go to this level and we can enter from here to continue going down with it. That will be a good entry. That will be a good entry. If it will go to that level, it will be a good entry. So let's go on 1 hour. Let's go on 1 hour. Or should I put this? Let me do this and see. If I will do something like this. But I am not quite sure with this, but yeah, we can put it like this. Yeah, for me, let's put it like that and see. Or maybe if we can't go back here to give us a double top again, can go back to give us a double top again. We'll say this is the first and come back, give us a double top, form another M formation so we can go down with it. But let's look on 1 hour. Let's look on 1 hour. What I can say on 1 hour is that we don't have a strong impulse. You can see like how it was moving from this double top. Like GJ now is making a lot of double tops. Even on 1 hour, we had this double top here. With another double top here. With another double top. This is another double top. This is the neckline. It's moving. And I can safely say where the head and shoulder. From here, this is the right shoulder. This is the head. This is the left shoulder. So we might say this is the neckline. So we can say, okay, we're this impulse. And now we're in a correction. So now we're in a correction. So if it can come here to this neckline, we can take a risk entry because we'll not confirm if it will go down or it will come back to this level. But looking at 1 hour, I can say if market it can come to this level, I can take a risk entry from this level and my stop loss will be just above here. If I can take an enter from here, my stop loss will be around here. Or for me, maybe it might push to come to this level. To come to this level, that's when I will prefer to take an entry from this level going down. That's all for me on the GJ. I see a selling opportunity. I see a selling opportunity on the GJ. I don't want to put a lot, but for me, I can see the selling opportunity. Another pair, Nico, or anything you want to ask or add here?
For questions, ki sorted.
Okay.
That I think the pairs that I will be looking for ki on a GJ.
Yeah.
And NASDAQ, the US state.
US state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. You see, NASDAQ for me, I completed the 90%. This was the 90%. Completed that 90% and start going up. But yeah, let's remove everything and go on a monthly. Wow. Yo, NASDAQ has been bullish. Yo, NASDAQ has been bullish. Imagine this. Okay. This is when NASDAQ started to turn. Look on it. Let's go on a weekly. We have another zone here. Another zone here, you can see. The zone. We have another zone here. Another zone here. This is also a zone. Before maybe we can start looking for NASDAQ to reach this high. Before NASDAQ can start to reach this high. So we can see this was a downtrend of NASDAQ. This was a downtrend of NASDAQ. So we can see like NASDAQ is out of this downtrend channel and it's above this resistance, turning it into a support. So we might say, okay, NASDAQ, it will continue the buying opportunity. Let's also mark this zone here. So we might say NASDAQ will continue the buying opportunities. But we need to see how NASDAQ it was moving. But we can see like it didn't give enough. I think NASDAQ with this movement, it fooled a lot of people because it didn't just shoot impulsively to the upside. It didn't shoot that strongly. I think maybe there was people who were still holding the sell because the way it was shooting, it was not that strong. You know, one thing with a market, when it's going on a bullish market, it takes time compared when it's going on a bearish market. When it's going in a bullish market, it takes time compared to when it's going to a bearish market. You can see like this, it was not so strong enough. So the way we can see NASDAQ, how it was, if it gave this a double bottom, it was moving and it came back to retest. This I can see a inverse head and shoulder here. Yeah, can say from this part here. Can say here, this was the left shoulder. It came and retest. So it was again failing to break this high here. That's how NASDAQ is been moving inside here. I think most people were caught on the wrong side of the market because of how NASDAQ it was moving. So let's go on a 4 hour. On a 4 hour. Okay, on a 4 hour we can see. Like we said, NASDAQ is moving the same like GJ. NASDAQ is moving like we said, the same. It gave a double bottom, a double top, and it broke out. So like you have to study how NASDAQ moves so that you are able to catch these moves before they happen again. So we had a double bottom here. And when it got here, it gave us another double bottom. Here and started shooting up. You see, before NASDAQ breaks another high it must give a double bottom. You see, for it to break this high, it had to go down, gain enough strength, go up. Before it breaks this high, it had to go down, gain enough strength to break this high. Yeah, it didn't get enough strength. It went back again to test the supporting trend line. And after that, it broke this high here. So before it broke this high, it had to go down. It had to go down. It had to go down to gain enough strength. So you can see NASDAQ is respecting previous swing low and previous swing high. You see, from here, it went back to this level. And here it gave a small inverse head and shoulder. This is the head. This is the head here. This is the head. This is the left shoulder. This is the right shoulder. You remember with that NASDAQ buy strategy, we say we buy when the head touch the supporting trend line. That's where we buy. So you can see when it got, it didn't get enough strength to break that high. It went to this level. Like I said, NASDAQ respect previous support and resistance. It broke here, came and retest. So if you can see, we had another inverse head and shoulder. Like if you can look at from this level here, this was the left shoulder. This was the head, breakout and retest. This was the right shoulder. This is the kind of inverse head and shoulder that I like. When it's breaking out of a downtrend channel. So now what can we expect? So now what can we expect with NASDAQ? So now NASDAQ was here. It was at this level. And it went to this level. So I don't know if let me see. Let me say if I can safely do this. So it gave a double. It gave a double top here. It broke, gave a little bit of a correction, and it went down. Now for it to break this high, let me remove this and see before it broke this previous high, what it did. Before it broke this previous high. You can see it gave a double bottom here. We can see this is a double bottom, and it broke this previous high and came back to retest. Came back to retest. After this breakout, came back to retest, making a new higher high. So it broke this high. So you don't know if it will retest it or it will go back to this level, give us a double bottom before it can start shooting up. But that's how we see NASDAQ is been moving, guys. That's how we see NASDAQ is been moving. Let's quickly go on 1 hour. Let's go on 1 hour. So this is what we have on 1 hour. So for me, here I won't take any trade with NASDAQ until it show me a confirmation of what it want to do, guys. So when it's just this bullish, I won't enter and say I'm missing out, because NASDAQ always leave a clue of what it's gonna do next. I won't take trade here. I won't take trade. You can see it's at this previous high, and for NASDAQ to break a high, what do we expect? It needs to give us this. For a NASDAQ to break previous high, it must give us what? This. NASDAQ must do this to break that high. That's what I expect NASDAQ to do. That's what I'm expecting for NASDAQ. This is what I'm expecting, because we see it's been moving most like that. Then from there, I can expect to buy when it gets here. Here, we buy here, like, I don't know what I say, what you want to do. Just aim yourself, because it's at previous high, and at previous high, it always go back to support to gain enough buyers and start shooting up. For me, I can say you have to wait for it to come here to this level. And like that's all that we have on NASDAQ. That's all we have on NASDAQ. That's all we have on NASDAQ. I don't believe it will just continue going up. I can believe at this level, most people, they will start taking out their profit, because it's at another high. Yeah, it's at another resistance. So from here, I would expect it to go down before we can start looking for buying opportunities. Nico, anything on your side?
What?
Anything you wanna ask?
I sorted. I saw it. NASDAQ is like that. Yeah. Like we said with the GJ, it's same as one.
Same as one, same WhatsApp group.
Same WhatsApp group.
That's all. Yeah, we'll see when market open for next week, Nico.
Sure, my king.
Sharp, my king.
Sure.